Hey everybody, it's Side by Side. Nice to see everybody again. I know everybody here probably knows this, but for those of you who don't, I'm Sylvia, I'm vegan and a boss babe, and
I'm Courtney. I'm a proud mom and I'm a growth influencer. And together we're
Side by Side. So hey, thanks for joining us again today. I know it's been a good minute, but we're back. And today's subject is going to be about DISC. So let's start. Courtney, what is DISC?
well, before I go into this really quick, I want to kind of put a little information there. Psychologists have been measuring personality traits since the 1930s. So this has been going on for a while before we talk about this. This has been around for a while. And DISC is used to help people understand themselves and others in normal human behaviors. So Sylvia, I know you've done some classes and stuff and you've learned some of this. How has it helped you with your business?
Okay, so Courtney, yes, and I do love the program. The one thing, I got a lot out of it, but I think the really most important part of this DISC program is that it helps you and shows you how to communicate with other people that have a different personality than yourself. So like, for example, I'm, outgoing, bubbly, I don't have a problem starting the conversation, but, the person next to me might not be like that. So they have a harder time approaching people, having a conversation. And this helps you identify my personality, Courtney's personality, the person next to me's personality, if you get a chance to talk to them and get to know them. And for me, I believe it's really beneficial for everybody, regardless of, you're starting your business or personality wise, or just making friends. This really helps because I'll give you a really good example. Since I'm bubbly and Courtney's more on the shy side, if I don't know her and I approach her like this, hey, what's up? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, look at me like, whack job, go away. Because that's not her style. And, she's not exposed to this type of program. So if she was, she heard of it, she understands it, she will be able to look at me and know, oh wow, she's this style. Okay, cool. And it's easier for her to understand and talk to me, and instead of saying, oh, I can't deal with her right now, type of thing. So it really helps because everybody has a different personality. Everybody, not everyone is the same, not everyone is like you, like me, like Courtney. So this really helps you understand the different styles, different communication, and it helps you, communicate with people, especially if you're, newbies trying to start a business, trying to talk to people. This is something that is very useful and that you should have definitely in your toolbox, is what I would call. So that will help you talk to people and communicate with them in more on their level. Because you know what, I like to help people, but it's not always about me. Yeah, sure, I could do all these things, but if I can't communicate with anybody, what good does it do? And I would hate, to meet somebody and not be able to help them because I don't recognize their personality style and how to communicate with them. So for me, that's why it was really important, because I don't want that, to be the case and for anything. But like I said, there's a lot to know definitely about this. And I advise it for everybody to at least dabble in or get a feel. So that's why we're here. We want to provide a little bit of this for you guys. So hopefully it will promote some interest. So on your own, you can go ahead and look into it more so it can help you in the future.
And with our videos, this is going to be a series. We're just going to be dipping our toes in the water with this series. Mm-hmm. There's so much more out there, and we will make sure that if you are interested in there, we will get you connected with the right stuff that you need to start if you want to move forward with learning this. But this is just dipping your toes in the water. Just a little bit, just to kind of.
We're trying to make you aware of things that are out there to help you move you forward personally, business as well, or however, you can use this for any situation, most definitely.
Yes. And then I'm going to read the little paragraph that I wrote because I feel it's better off. It comes that way with you reading it instead of memorizing it.
Well, no, just kidding.
This measures dimensions of your personality. It does not measure your intelligence, aptitude, mental health, or values. It just measures your personality. DISC profiles describes human behavior in various situations. So like I said, I could be at a party and Sylvia can go, hi, how are you? That's just her personality. Before I would just kind of go, I'll go in the corner and he will just go and mingle and have a gay old time. So that's Sylvia. So it just helps you know on different situations and how you communicate. For example, how would you respond to challenges? How do you influence others? Your preferred pace. How do you respond to rules and procedures? It measures tendencies and preference or patterns of behavior with no judgment. This measures 4 aspects. 1, dominance, D, influence, I, steadiness, S, conciseness, C, and there are foundations categories for the DISC model. So we're going to be going more in detail with the DISC model, but that's just the basics of it. It does have nothing to do with, again, mental health or your intelligence. It's just your personality. So,
now, I hope that doesn't throw you guys off. Like I said, there was a lot involved in this, and we're just, we're gonna just share with you guys so you start to have interest in it, because it's actually a program. And I know Courtney's more familiar with it because I've been familiar with it for like 2 years, but she has longer. So it's not something that you just do like a week and you're done. It is like a kind of like something you learn as you go. So it's not like you learn one thing and you're done. No, there's something else to learn and something else.
I'm actually taking classes on it still. So I'm still learning, and I've been doing this for about 15 years. So there's always more stuff coming out. And I will make sure that if you come to us saying, hey, I want more information, we'll make sure you get started with the right information. Just let us know. So I'm going to go over a little bit about the 4 categories. D measures direct dominance disposition using adjectives such as driven, strong-willed, and forceful. How many of us know people like that?
Yeah. You can say it. I'm sure you're saying right away, yeah, I know somebody just like that.
Yeah. And they are different to communicate with, but once you know how their form of communication is, it's way easier. I'm going to say this really quick. Both of our significant others are Ds.
Imagine that.
So it's taken us a while to learn how to communicate with them, but it's great when you know how to. It makes life a lot easier.
Yeah, exactly.
And I, which is Sylvia, is a high I.
I'm high I. I admit it. I have no shame.
It measures interactive, influence, disposition using adjectives such as sociable, lively, and talkative. It's all Sylvia.
Yep. I'm right up there tipping the scales.
And S measures accommodating, steady disposition using adjectives such as considerate, patience, and self-heart. That is me.
So, and believe it or not, I am an S as well.
Yep, that's her blend. SC is private, conscientious disposition. Adjectives is analytical, reserved, and unemotional. And
so how many people know people like that?
Yeah. or look at the floor when they talk. Engineers, they're C's. They have to be conscious and calculating and figuring out. A lot of your accountants are C because they have to be, it's just how it is. And it's kind of funny when you get to know all this, you'll start noticing certain professions, what personalities they are, because the way they have to be so good at doing things. So Sylvia is an IS with some.
So my blend is obviously I'm a high I. I'm also a high S, but I have very little D and very little C. So that, is a good combo because Courtney is more on you said D, right?
S, D, C,
Okay.
and like
So,
0 I.
Because she's a D, that's a good blend for us because all the things she does, I don't want to do. So it's perfect. She's organized. She does the paperwork. I mean, she does things that it's like, yeah, no, it's okay. So it helps balance our relationship out because she does things that I'm not good at and she's really good at, and I'm fine with her doing it. But
she'll go out and talk to people and help our business and stuff. And it's like, yeah, go have fun. I'll do the paperwork. I have no problem.
Yeah. So we have a good relationship because what I have and what she doesn't have, whatever, we both can use it to help each other. So that's another good reason why you should, learn other people's personalities because you can help each other. That's the whole thing. Communication is key to everything. Exactly. All relationships. So the more you know, the better it is for you and the other person or persons or whoever you're working with. So imagine if you have a team,
right?
And you feel like everybody's all off on their own page. Well, guess what? If you could identify that person, that's going to help you bring everybody together because you're going to know their personality styles. Now, this is not to change anybody. This is to work with what they are because you are who you are. You're not going to change for anyone. This is your personal personality. So for you, it's very advantageous to be able to identify those. So you can have, I know it sounds funny, but you can have the upper hand. You'll know that this person just can't tolerate this type of, that they have to be black and white and that's all it is. Well, then it's either black and white or that's all it is. Instead of trying to fight them, say, hey, there's a neutral, forget it. No. It's not going to work.
You just tell them this, and this, and they'll go, okay. And then you just walk away.
Because that they're not going to change. That's their personality. So that way it how do you say it deflects a fight as well. If you know they're not going to bend, then let it go.
Exactly.
Because then exactly. And then you'll know what things they do agree with, and it makes decisions easier on that end. So yeah, we're a good example, her and I, definitely, because we're not exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing too is once you get to know the personalities and you're building your own business, because we're here to help people start, you'll be able to know, oh, she's a C, she's definitely great for the accountant part. He's a D, he would be great doing meetings, for our company. You'll just be able to figure it out, like where you need them at. And I, especially good for clientele, talking to clients or potential investors or whatnot. Not always with investors, you might want to make sure they've got an I and some C in them. So.
Right. Like a perfect thing, if I was a hiring manager and I was hiring for customer service, I would definitely look for eyes because they want to talk to people. Yep. Sometimes I hear, and I know, I don't know how many of you are familiar. These people have jobs that they can't stand it. It's not for them. It's not for their style. Right. So if the hiring manager or whatever would have known, oh, this person just doesn't like to talk to people, why would you hire them to be customer service? They're going to hate the job. Simple. But not everybody's aware of that. They just looking for bodies.
And then maybe you just take that person's like, well, I really like her personality. I don't want to get rid of her. Let's put her into this area of business.
Well, you'd be lucky to be willing to do that for you, but that's a good example of why a lot of people are so unhappy with their career. It's not a fit for them personality wise. I know we all have to make money and, make a living, but isn't it so much better if you do something you like and you want? That's why Courtney and I really, really push for entrepreneurship, because that gives you more of a chance to do what you want and make better choices instead of having to do something total different lifestyle.
Yeah.
Definitely. And that's why we want to help you guys as much as we can, especially the newbies, again, get out there and how to make things happen for you, because it's more than just, oh, I'm starting a business. There's a lot entailed, a lot. People don't get it. There's finances, there's people, there's getting clients, there's a lot involved. So I would think it would be very advantageous for you to get all the help you can get to help you out to do that, because we're on your side, guys.
Exactly. And we're here to
Girl
help.
boss.
We're here to help. So what I'm going to do is, with this series on YouTube, I'm going to have a file. It'll say disc. So that way you don't have to keep scrolling through our videos and try to find them. You could just go to that file, it'll open it up, and it'll have all of our videos on there for you once they all get completed. So this is going to be a 5-month.
Well, it's gonna be a four series. So again, we would love if you join us for for each specific one description, and then in the end we're just going to go over, because like I'm an I, she's a C, just combos, okay, that will help more understanding of personalities, and that will be like a fifth one. But like I said, that's 4, so we're preparing you guys. And yeah, you just if you want, just see all of them. We would love comments.
Yes.
In the bottom. Did you like it? Did you get anything? Are you confused? Where do you want to buy it? Anything you want to ask, just put below. We will get back with you. We're here for you guys. Okay. So, I know this is going to benefit everybody that listens to it. They're going to get some nugget regardless. I'm not saying everybody's going to be like, whoa, sometimes it's just enough to get you to say, I need to look into this. Mm-hmm. And, that's all we want is to help you guys. Exactly. So, with that being said, I'm going to say my famous tagline, always be consistent, because everything is subject to change. So always remember that. Stay positive. We're not here to struggle. We're here to flourish and do well, with everything we do. Courtney? And
please, if you got some value information of it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, any suggestions, anything, please leave it in the comments, and we'll make sure we'll get back with you. And like I said, once all these videos have been put up, there will be a file for you to go straight to the file and be able to open it up and watch it as your leisure. And there is also, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's way more. And if you really, really want to get more in depth, get a hold of us and we'll help you get that going.
And again, we look forward to seeing you guys for the 4-part series on disc. And everybody have a great day. We will see you soon. And everybody take care.
Bye.